Hi, welcome back to Hit or Glitch. I'm Daniel.
I'm Tim.
And I'm Alexander.
I'm Scott.
And we had an awkward silence there.
You can edit it out.
Yeah.
Or leave it in.
Leave it in.
Leave it in.
On this episode of Under the Hood, a segment where we talk about the mechanics of a system. And we're going to be, for a little while at least, focusing on Dungeons & Dragons. We're going to pull a topic from the Tome of Topics, suggested by you, and we will discuss it this week on
UTH.
Poisoned and Petrification.
Was that the poison condition, I assume, since it goes
I
with
believe so.
petrification and
Yeah.
not poison damage?
Yeah.
Because in 5th edition, those are two different things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Though if you are immune to poison, you are normally resistant to it as well.
To the damage, yeah. Well, no, if you're immune to the poison condition, you're usually immune to poison.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but they are two different things. You can be resistant to poison damage, but not the poison condition.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you can have advantage to resist poison condition.
Mm-hmm.
But no resistance to the poison damage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And all poison does is impose disadvantage on all your checks. Because you're essentially weak, stumbling.
Nauseous.
Yeah.
So what's our question about it?
Well, what are the rules for it, I guess?
Yep.
Petrification. You
And
are
also when to maybe employ them. Who makes best? Pulling out the Game Master screen.
It's in the middle.
So typically there'll be saves,
So
and typically con saves.
as far as poisoned, you just have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. For petrified, you are transformed along with any non-magical object you are wearing or carrying into a solid inanimate substance, usually stone, and your weight goes up tenfold. Also, you cease aging. You are incapacitated,
Silver
can't
lining.
move and speak, and are unaware of your surroundings. Attack rolls against you have advantage. Automatically fail any strength or dex saves. You're resistant to all damage, and you are immune to poison and disease, although poison or disease already in your system is suspended, not neutralized. That's interesting.
Oh, man, I just got a really good idea for... That's something else, never mind.
Well, it kind of makes sense. If you're petrified, your blood's not circulating, so the poison isn't spreading through the body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just think it's interesting that it's poison that's already in you isn't neutralized. Although I guess that does make sense.
Yeah, it's and a lot of creatures have poison. Very few of them actually inflict the poisoned condition.
Right.
Especially the lower CR monsters, it's just straight extra damage.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because the poison condition is pretty serious to have disadvantage on attacks and save ability checks.
Yeah.
If it was saves, it would be stupid, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there is a lot of ways to get rid of the poison condition. Like Druid, Cleric, and maybe one or two other
Paladin.
classes. Paladin.
Paladin can
Well,
spend 5 of their
yeah.
heal points.
Yeah, they've got their lay on hands, so they've got it at level 1.
Yeah.
They can get rid of it. Druids and clerics get lesser restoration. I don't know that anybody else gets that. Maybe Bard, but
Bard does.
I think Bard gets lesser restoration as well. So all of
Then,
them
of course,
can get
there's always
increased.
alchemical antidotes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Herbalist kit.
So, yeah.
Petrifying, that's a pretty serious problem, though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, on the one hand, that person is going to be able to tank it for a little while because they're getting that resistance to damage. But,
Then again, who's going to attack them? They're out of the fight.
exactly.
Possibly the monster.
Possibly.
Possibly.
spellcaster centering fireball on the statue that all the friends are going to check out.
Yep.
That would be an interesting ambush. Like, stepping on a trap, bam, they're petrified. And then they wait for everybody to come over there and be like, oh no, what happened to him? And then, fireball. Ambush fireball. That'd be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a great way to TPK your party. What a jerk.
DM has had enough of your crap. So here's a nifty little trap for you.
Nah, I still like the other one. The GM is tired of your shit. Roll initiative. You're facing Cthulhu in power armor.
Yeah.
Is it the glyph of warding, or that you inscribe a glyph and you can put another spell to activate? I can't remember what, but you do that with Petrify.
Yeah.
Right? And then when that goes off, you wait for their party to come in, cast Stinking Cloud, which imposes the poison condition.
And then fireball.
They just, instead of Stinking Cloud, well, if you do Stinking Cloud, then you have somebody else who casts Hunger of Hadar, and you really screw them over.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Step 3, Prophet.
You're welcome, DMs.
Yeah, we found that out in a game one time. Scott, you weren't in that one, but
Nope.
Yeah.
they
Storm
cast.
King's Thunder.
Yeah, on the Storm King's Thunder, we had. I think I cast
You cast Hold Person
Hold
on the
Person
mage.
on their mage and succeeded, and then they cast Hunger of Hadar and Stinking Cloud on the middle of them. So they
Yeah.
were like vomiting, blind, hearing terrible, horrible screams, and getting attacked by tentacles. And yeah, what a nightmare.
Yeah, that fight was supposed to be difficult. It ended up being nothing.
We
'cause
took
they
more
gave up.
damage from someone opening the iron flask with the fire primordial in it
Yeah.
than we took fighting the drow.
Yeah.
And it was
I
only
died.
out one. It wasn't even out a whole round.
Yep.
It was just out during the oh my goodness roll initiative. We all took like 20 some. What was it? 40
No, it
damage.
was over, it was over 30.
It was like 40 fire damage.
It was exactly my health.
because you failed your save. I think
Another character dead, although we did bring him back.
yeah. Oh yeah, he didn't die. He just went unconscious.
Yep. Like I said, exactly my health.
Yeah, I think if I hadn't made the save, I would have gone down too.
So here's a question. Do you use monsters like Medusas or Basilisks who can petrify against lower level parties?
Never.
No.
I mean,
Well,
sure.
it'd be fun.
If you do it, it's got to be in a situation where the player, like, it's not like a game you plan on continuing, because almost guaranteed somebody's going to die in that situation.
And if you like set up a world and you go, okay, there are basilisks and the other Medusas over in this area and whatever, and your players are really pushing, we're going to go fight one, and it's like, no, you guys are going to die. And they still push for it, do it, and then
Lesson learned.
divine intervention.
Or just lesson learned.
Yeah, that too.
Or you could always, if you have a player that doesn't show up and you're doing a prequel one shot, send them up against it, have one or more of that party turn to stone, and then when you come back, your new party can find them a couple generations later still stone,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
still at their level, and fix them, and then you've got an NPC.
Yeah. Could be doing that in a game, like coming across the Medusa's lair and finding, okay, well, I'm going to cast Greater Restoration on this dude, and have a person that's out of time. Could be a really fun game where it's like, yeah, this guy's 1,000 years old or more.
But he's really only 18.
Yeah, he's only 18. This was his first adventure, and he ran into a Medusa.
Could be an interesting way to bring in a new player.
Yeah.
Or a new character if
that
someone
would be
dies.
So cool.
Mm-hmm.
That would be
Be
so
some great role
cool.
play there. That'd be a great use of petrification.
Yeah.
You don't know how to use the seashells?
Seashells? Oh. Yeah.
You sell them at the seashore, right?
What?
Demolition Man.
Before his time.
And he's the film expert.
Hey, I've seen a
I
lot
don't
of
know.
movies.
Demolition Man is not exactly a film to be studying.
No.
It's a great example of what not to do.
Isn't that the one with the line of "Let's go out to dinner and dancing at
Taco Bell. Yes.
Oh no, I have seen Demolition Man. Yeah, now I know what you're talking about.
Roy?
Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so petrification and poison.
I think we've covered it pretty well, guys. What do you think? Any more
Got
to
any
say?
ideas? Let us know in the comments.
Or if you have any further questions, if we didn't cover it very well.
We did kind of go off on too many tangents, but whatever.
I read the text of what it does.
We covered the rules. We covered some ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Leave us your ideas. Leave us some ideas to put into the tome of topics. Like, subscribe.
Catch
Tell
you
us
next
what
time.
you think.